Hey guys, remember a few weeks back when I announced our license, registration, and dyno sheet shirts? Well, we launched it with the 370Z, but then I took a poll, and the 10 most voted on cars get made into their own shirts. And so we've added new make-specific shirts to our store. Here is the STI one, and here's the Skyline one, R34. We've also got the M3 one in the store right now, along with the 370Z, and then we got American cars coming out soon. I'm not favoring certain people, it just takes time to design these things. So, you want to check out one that fits your specific automotive lifestyle, hit the link in the description, go to our store, and get a license, registration, and dyno sheet only from The Smoking Tire. Morning everybody, welcome to a very Tokyo day in Malibu with some sun and fog. It's very green up here. And this is Afshin, the founder and CEO of Petrolicious, and couldn't be happier to be out here today with you.
Thanks for having me.
And your Alfa Romeos. We've got 3 of them we're going to drive today, and this is the first one. I'm embarrassed to say, we actually had a conversation very recently, not you, me and my other friends, and we were trying to figure out if any of us knew anything about Alfa Romeos.
Yeah.
Nothing. We
That's
know
all right.
as Americans, we know so little about Alfa Romeo. So tell me about this car,
Sure.
and we're going to get a history of Alfa Romeo in this.
Sounds good. So this is a 1967 Duetto. It is a 1600cc engine, carbureted. This was the second year of the production of the Duetto, but 66 they didn't bring it to the US, so for the US it was the first year.
Is there a difference between a Duetto and a Spider?
You know, in English, yes. I mean, in the way American Alfisti use the terms, yes. They kind of reserved Duetto for the 67 year only.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, they call it Spider. But in
Okay.
Italian, Duetto is all of the whole
All the way
Spider
up
line.
through
They
the
call
90s, they're
yeah,
all
they're called Duettos.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's fundamentally the same car, they just changed the name.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
Well,
Let's
at
have a-
67, it also changes the engine, becomes a 1750, and becomes the
Spica injection. But this is
injection,
the
yeah.
old OG 1600 car.
Exactly.
All right. Well, how do I start it? What do I do?
Yeah,
Just
it's right
turn
there.
the key?
Uh-huh.
That's it.
That's it.
And
A little bit of gas.
a little bit.
There you go.
Oh, that sounds delightful,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So what does this thing weigh?
Honestly, I don't remember,
Like-
but it's pretty light.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's go up the
I
hill.
think with us in it, we double the weight.
I have a bad habit of ruining power to weight ratios. Here we go. Sounds lovely.
It's got a nice exhaust on this, yeah.
How long have you had this?
I had this just over a year. January of last year I bought it.
Can we do windows up for
Sure,
sound?
absolutely.
Yes. All right, immediately, easy. Nothing weird about it.
No.
Just drive it.
Yeah, straightforward.
And also, I'm fat and tall, shockingly comfortable.
You got infinite headroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it like to rev up high? Where does it like to be?
Yeah, like 5,000 it
5,000?
loves it. You can take it up to 6 on, just shifting.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
The revs. Sorry about the shaky camera here. The revs so smooth. Is it 4-speed? 5-speed?
That's a 5-speed.
5-speed. Let's go into 4th. Oh, these are lovely.
Yeah.
So what? You've had a lot of Alphas.
Sorry about the
vibrating shifter.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of Alphas. And of the Spider Duetto line,
Right.
what's the one to have? What's the best one?
You know, it's obviously a lot of times it's a matter of personal taste. I love the both Duettos just because of the look and because how light they are. I think between this and then up to the 74s where they have the cam tail, those are some of the best. The cam tail ones.
That's like a shorter kind of cut-off tail.
It's a
right?
cut-off tail,
Yeah.
but those come in a 2-liter. They're the best value for the money, I think, in an Alfa. Really great sporting fun and really good power.
Great steering feel. Really good, light and direct. This car makes a lot of sense. This is like kind of my first non-super exotic Italian car of this period. Like a more normal kind of fun car.
Exactly.
And I get it. I 100% get this. Like I drove some MGs. I think I like this better.
Nice.
It feels like it weighs just nothing.
Right.
Yeah, it's just delightful.
It's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a car you can just cruise in if you wanted to, like on PCH, or
Well,
just
I don't
go
think you
crazy
have
like
a
this.
choice but cruise. That was full throttle.
Yeah, totally.
Cruising is the best we have to hope for, but man, is it fun.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to go out and pick up a good one of these, how much are they looking at for one? A decent one?
Right. And the boat tails are probably the most expensive of the line. This one I picked up last year for 30 grand.
Okay.
And you know, it's driver quality. It's
not
nowhere
perfect.
Near perfect, but it's just the way I like it. You can
a
drive
lot of fun.
Yeah.
If it got to, I used to own, you know, this DeLorean, which was way too nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it made me nervous driving it.
Yeah.
And this one, you think this is accurate kilometers or miles?
In terms of how many miles it has, or the speed?
58,000 kilometers.
It's probably, I have no idea. I think so. It could be.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? You know, once it's so old, you know, it just depends on when you rebuilt it.
And then are these like, would people do like an engine swap in one of these and go to a 2-liter or something? Or is it really about preserving originality?
For the older ones like this Duetto, it's more about preserving the originality, but it's not uncommon to do it with some of the later ones.
Right.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get like a later one, can you modify them and do cool stuff with them, or not really?
You can do a lot, like suspension-wise. Yeah, there's definitely things you can do engine-wise as well.
But this is a mostly original car, right?
Yes.
Or at least like it drives
only,
like a factory car.
Yeah, the only thing non-standard on this is the exhaust.
Okay.
But that's the only thing.
Flip around a little bit. This is great, man. This is a lot of fun. This car.
Yeah.
I mean, lightweight is always wonderful.
Right.
And it's actually, you know, for an older car, it doesn't feel like it beats you up. If you got stuck in a traffic jam, you wouldn't hate it or anything like that.
No, this
got to be like 2,000 pounds. It's light.
Yeah, it's something like right around there. There's not much to this car.
It feels like I'm really going, even though I know I'm not. That's what you want out of a car like this, isn't
You
it?
want to have fun at any speed, not just when you're going crazy.
I think I really get this. This makes a lot of sense. Although, is it a pain to keep something like this running, or not really?
No, not really.
Are you a wrench?
I'm not a wrench,
okay.
But I have, you know, a couple of mechanics that I trust, and Alfas. I mean, Italian cars in general have a negative reputation, but they're so simple to maintain. They're really reliable.
This is so lovely.
You can see why you get addicted, you know.
Yeah, no, this makes sense. Do they all drive like this?
They all have their own character. I mean, this you're going to get into the GTV, and that's going to be very different.
I mean, and you can see, like, there's a pickup truck up there.
Right.
And I'm not even really catching him.
No, but you're having a blast.
I feel like I'm mobbing right now. How much better are these with, like, a good modern tire on them, too? Is it a big difference?
It'll make a big difference for sure, yeah. This one is just keeping it more or less original.
What's the suspension architect? Is it like trailing arm or something like that, or is it?
The back is actually pretty primitive. It's the what's it called? The leaf spring.
Leaf springs.
Yeah, yeah.
Back? Yeah. This is so good. I mean, I'm not surprised because you Alfa people, you know, you're so into this.
Yeah.
And anytime people criticize Alfas, it's not because they drive badly.
Right.
It's because they're always broken.
Right.
No one's ever like, oh, that Alfa was terrible to drive, but it was the most reliable car I ever owned.
Yeah.
That don't happen. I'm gonna move out of the way, so we're not sitting behind this truck briefly.
Okay.
We'll be back in 10 seconds. But for you, it'll be like magic. And we're off. You have to double clutch from 1 to 2 or no?
No,
Because my timing was just a little off there.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Sorry.
No worries.
This is this is a delightful engine to rev out.
Yeah, the 1600s love to rev.
Really nice. I'm going. I don't want to say because I think I'm still speeding, but it feels like I'm going a lot faster than going. So if someone was going to go buy something like this, what's like buyer's guide? What's the thing to look for?
A lot of older Alphas, you gotta look for rust. So that's always an issue. These cars, Duettos, because they have such a low nose, oftentimes people back up into them. So look for, it's really hard to find.
Nose?
Yeah, look for one that has the nose that's intact, because they're really hard to recreate that bump on them.
What are these bodies made of?
These are steel.
They're steel?
Yeah. They're steel, and what else? You know, mechanically, these things, most of the parts are not hard to find necessarily. If you have a good mechanic, especially with the carbureted one, very easy to maintain.
And what do they say? If it's not leaking oil, you're out of oil?
Exactly, yeah. Get a nice little drain thing under your car.
So you invest in a cardboard box business?
Absolutely, yeah. We have plenty of those in the garage.
No, this is great. I get it now. I mean, I got it within 30 seconds of driving this car. I understood kind of what all the fuss was about.
Nice.
It sounds, it really does kind of sound like motorsport a little bit. It's just got a lovely sounding engine, and it feels really nice, and it's just like energetic. It's like an energy, like what is it, like 100 horsepower maybe?
It's a little bit more, but yeah.
But it's a really eager 100 horsepower.
Totally, yeah, and it's light, and you know, you don't have to go super fast. Up front.
That's
really
great.
lovely.
What a neat little piece. I love that. So, Petrolicious.com. They make very pretty videos about Alphas and many other vintage cars.
All cars, yeah.
And we enjoy them. All cars, but you guys like Alphas. So thank you for this one.
You're welcome. My
They're
pleasure.
going to have to wait, but we're going to go hop in another Alpha and continue with Afshin in the Alpha Petrolicious week of videos.
All right.
See you later.
Thanks,
buddy.
Thanks.